In this particular video, we are going to thoroughly show you exactly how to perform dynamic allocation in the software called Foxplan. To begin with, let us define what dynamic allocation truly means. Dynamic allocation refers to the capability to modify and adjust the allocation of a resource over a specific and defined period of a task. Change it for a given month, a given week, or even a given day. We're going to show you that in the application. Let's take the example of a project where we have a resource allocated in April. We can see that there is an over-allocation. If we want to correct just this over-allocation, we can do it here on the attachment. Here, in this particular instance, we observe that the resource has overall 18 days too many in total. We're going to rectify those 18 days exactly and put 4 on this given month specifically. Here we see that it suggests changing the type of allocation. We were in percentage, and we're going to transition to days since we're generating exceptions on the allocation. So, as you can see, we can see that we were able to correct it successfully. We put 4 days dynamically and efficiently for a given month on a resource in order to ensure accuracy in the allocation process. These 4 days have been spread out over the entire month. It's important to note that these exceptions should be made specifically between the start date and the end date of the task where the resource has been allocated. We can also make these changes carefully and appropriately on a weekly basis, as needed. Here, we're going to modify them for a given week. Here I generated an over-allocation by slightly adding days. I can add some here. Here, it's the same. I added, there were 4 days available, and I put in 5. Here I'm going to put in 4 days, and here I'm going to put in 2 to complete the 3 days. I fixed the over-allocation that I noticed. I can even set it to 0. There, I fixed the over-allocation over 3 weeks for the resource. In the same way, and I can do it on a daily basis. So, generate an exception on a daily basis to ensure proper handling and prevent potential issues. This is crucial for maintaining system stability. There, I fixed the over-allocation for the day of the 27th. We can do it by moving and redistributing allocations between 2 resources that would be allocated to the same task. Everything is possible to dynamically adjust the resources. In this particular scenario, here, we were at the specific project level, and we successfully and effectively accomplished this task on the lower section of the Gantt chart in order to modify a resource. Additionally, we have the capability to perform this action on a resource portfolio within the load view. In this context, it's exactly the same principle. In this section, we are examining a particular resource that is being utilized within a specific project. This resource is allocated for a distinct activity that requires careful planning. To provide clarity, I will present this information in terms of allocation days, which is a key metric in project management. Additionally, I will display the capacity, which is another important factor when assessing resource utilization. As we look at the data here, it is clear that I have 11 days of allocation out of a total of 22 days. This allocation is crucial for keeping the project on track and meeting its goals within the set time frame. I'm going to increase the allocation a bit for this given month. I'm going to go up to 15 days. Here, it's the same. I was in percentage allocation, and I'm going to switch to man days. I made a change. I increased the allocation of a resource for a given month. For a task that actually took much longer than that, but I made a one-time adjustment. We looked together at dynamic allocations on projects, whether at the project level or at the resource portfolio level for a team leader.